Hey guys, I'm Gary, grateful recovering alcoholic and drug addict. You know, I was thinking, which could be dangerous at times, right? I was thinking about my relapse. I was sober 10 years in the program of Alcoholics Anonymous, going to meetings every day, and I came upon this point where I was completely depressed. It's like I couldn't get up for work, couldn't function at a normal level, and was completely in the tank. And this is at 10 years of sobriety. So I go to my therapist, which I trusted the guy, and I'd worked through a ton of different problems. I got sober with the guy. We went to him for like 7 years, and whenever big things would come up, and we worked through those things and worked the program into that stuff, because he was sober many years, like 30-something years as a therapist and 30-something years sober. So, but I was thinking about this, and he had told me, go to the doctor, I think you're clinically depressed, and he knew me well. Go to the doctor, I think you're clinically depressed, and do what they tell you to do. So I went to the doctor, and they put me on fucking meds, right? And they put me on a cocktail of like Wellbutrin and whatever this shit, None of it worked. It just numbed me out. Wellbutrin made me felt like I was like doing a line of coke or something like that. My heart was pounding through my chest. And then a doctor put me on Adderall. Once I put Adderall in, I was gone, man. I was off to the races. And within a year or two, I was doing Adderall every day. I was juggling many doctors. And within a year or two, I was smoking meth. And then what had ended up happening was, towards the end of my using career, I was slamming meth on a daily basis. The disease just progressed to the point of taking my life. It was getting very close. And God, that constant prayer to God got me sober. But I was thinking about this, and I wished my therapist would have told me, you're having a rough spell. You might have to nut it up and fucking get through this, and kick up your exercise, kick up your meeting count, work a little less, right? And focus on getting your mind, your body, and your spirit back into the right place. Align them, right? Because when those are aligned, oh my God, it's like living a life of peace. This thing gets quiet. You're healthy. You look good. Like when you look in the mirror, you're not going, oh God, I look like shit. I feel like shit. I'm eating right. I wish you would have told me things like, correct your diet, try these things first, right? And be prepared to walk through some shit. And because I would probably still have my sobriety, I would have 20 years sober right now. And I'm not beating myself up for going out. I mean, whatever I've been through to this point has got me through here. Because I look back, I'm coming up on a 1-year anniversary of my son's death from a fentanyl overdose. And I look back, I got that news at 4 months sober. And because I had that experience with going to the doctor, then putting me on a bunch of fucking hocus pocus shit, and relapsing, right? There was no fucking way I was going back to a doctor for my depression. No fucking way. So I had to nut it up and fucking get through it. And I watched a lot of stuff on the internet with Jordan Peterson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, strong people, strong belief systems, from mental, spiritual, Alan Watts, Jordan Peterson, Arnold Schwarzenegger for the physical, Joe Rogan, and watching and doing what they say to do, right, which is taking care of mind, body, and spirit. I have now walked through probably the toughest year of my life. without medication, without medicating myself. And I'm not saying that medication, I don't even want to get into that fucking topic because there are people who need medication. I'm just saying for my situation, right? Being an alcoholic who doesn't have mental illness, I have alcoholism and drug addiction history. I wish he would have told me, take this path. Take this path. And I believe that the path of medication should be taken after you take the steps of taking care of your mind, your body, and your spirit, and get those in alignment with each other. Because once you get those in alignment with each other, you're guided by spiritual principles, and you're doing not the easy thing, you're doing the right thing. And that's what I've been doing for a year. And it hasn't felt good and hasn't felt nice, right? But it feels like I've got through the other side of that complete helplessness and hopelessness. When your heart is that broken and you're that devastated and you're in a state of shock for months and you're just missing your little boy, man. You're wishing you could take things back. The mind can really break you down. It can break you down, make you sick, put you in a hospital, put you in a psych ward. And I did a lot of meetings, a lot of AA meetings. I didn't drink or use no matter what. Man, I got my ass into the gym. I've been in the gym, I don't know, 80 days in a row now or something crazy like that. Corrected my diet. Brought cardio into my routine, quit smoking. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm trying to spread awareness. Spread awareness and try to help the next guy that, we walk into these doctors and they just want to shuffle off a bunch of medication to you. But have you tried these steps first? Have you tried to get up no matter what and get to the gym every day no matter fucking what? Go to the gym. I woke up the other day, my phone was on silent. I don't know, I clicked it on silent and I didn't hear my alarm in the morning. I usually get up at 4. I got work that day. I woke up at 6:20. I'm usually at work at 7. Well, I got there at 7, but all of my daily routine was thrown out the window. Getting up, working out, doing a mile of cardio, and then doing my prayer and meditation, then off to work, and I feel amazing, right? It doesn't always work out that way. So I kind of struggled a little bit for the first couple hours, prayed throughout the first couple hours, and just put my routine on the back burner for a few hours. So after work, I did my cardio and went to the gym. So I'm not saying never medicate yourself. Medications are good. Doctors are good. Therapists are good, right? But I'm just saying we should really try these steps first before we start medicating ourselves, especially alcoholics and addicts. A lot of that medication stuff got us to the depths of hell, and stopping all that stuff is what brought us liberation and freedom. So you guys, hopefully this all makes sense and nobody's taking this the wrong way, and if you do take it the wrong way, watch it again. But have a great day, you guys.